What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another edition of Fallen Flags of America. Today, we will take a look at one of the lesser known parts of the Southern Railway, the Southern Railway um, Versailles District. Now, this line has been under many names, depending on who you ask. It will sometimes be referred to as the Lawrenceburg branch. Other times it will be referred to as the Lexington branch, or by those who may remember it or worked on it even, the Versailles district. So let's take a look at this picture here. So here we have Southern Railway SW1 2007. This locomotive was the primary, if I could talk. It was a primary locomotive that was used on this line from earliest days of dieselization in the 1950s. Now, a bit of backstory on this line. This line was originally built in the 1870s with, from what I saw, slave labor. So it did use that, which is unfortunate. But we're not going to talk about that. um, so why don't I just show you guys what this line was? Okay, so to put it into perspective, we are in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, which is where the line connected to. You can see the switch came off here. This is where the main is, and it goes this way. The main continues west and east, while this line continued east and then took a turn and headed north. So as you can see right here, this is the old Y. Back in the days of steam, this would have been used to turn steam trains. It was also used, I think, in the days of diesels, probably for trains. Like if a train was coming out the Versailles district and wanted to go to Louisville, they'd just go west. And if they were going to Cincinnati, they would go east. And then they would turn and probably go north once they got to Danville, but I'm not for sure. So anyway, this is Dupont Glass. They are a glass customer on Norfolk Southern. It is, I think, one of the industries the local T19 has to switch, but I'll talk about that in a different video. So we follow the line along here, and this is where it would have crossed Industry Road. Now, Industry Road is the, oh my. So now we can see what it looked like back in the late 90s. I do believe that NS didn't really. I'm so sorry about that. I do believe that primarily NS kept this line operational till I want to say its last train was ran in 1981, though I'm not for sure. It didn't stay active very long on Norfolk Southern, and that had to do with some of the other features that I will show you in this video. So, whoops. If I could just turn that and then go up. Okay, that's better. So, we continue following the line this way. This clearing, sort of, is where the line went out this way. And then I do believe, no, that's not it. Anyways, it went this way. So we're following the line. Now we are out on the outskirts of Anderson County. And here we come to the first trestle on the line. Now this line had many trestles, most of which were old as the line itself. But this trestle out here is known as Cedar Creek Trestle. And you can see here, just, I know that Google makes it look like that it's kind of slanted down, but It's a very, very tall trestle, but this is not the tallest trestle on the line. Um, this trestle, unless I'm mistaken, still has its rails on it, though it sits in a very remote location and it's just a pain to get to. I've actually been down below it and it's a very beautiful location. Um, so we follow it, continuing heading toward Versailles. Now we are on Anderson County. It backs up to Wild Turkey over here. This is a distillery. If any of you know what the Bourbon Trail is, you will know that Wild Turkey sits in the heart of it. So, here is another bridge it would have crossed. This would have been the Wildcat Road overpass. This is only just a very short overpass bridge. This is the tallest trestle on the line, this being Tyrone Trestle. It's also known as the, oh darn it, it'll come to me. But anyway, it's the High Ridge Trestle. It's also known as the it's also known as Young's High Bridge. That's what it was named when it was built. Then there was also a spur track here that went off the Versailles district and went back here into what used to be the Kentucky Utilities Tyrone Generating Station. Then we follow the line. Now we are in Woodford County, and this part of the line is now used for basically a tourist railroad, the Bluegrass Railroad Museum of Versailles, Kentucky. So here we are in Milner, Kentucky. There is not really much here except a passing siding, which stores pretty much the dead line of cars that the BGRM has. So we follow the line and we are pacing Road 62 here. I guess you could call it State Road 62. Here's another bridge it has on the line. Actually, that's a crossing. This is what's known as Trackside Farm, this crossing. I don't know why it has that name, but it does. So we follow the line. Again, we go across another crossing. That's a farm crossing. Another crossing. This line has lots of crossings. And then we reach the BGRN's main yard at Versailles. Specifically, I think this sits, yes it does, it sits in the Falling Springs area. BGRM, when they first moved to this location around 1991, I want to say, they purchased this plot of land from the city because they were going to build this back then, so none of this would have been here. But they have a station here. They've got some cars. That is the Illinois Central Gulf locomotive they utilize, and there's their GP9. I think they also have, I can't really see it from here, they have 2 Alcos and a Fairbanks Morse, both of which are dead. This is another industry. Now it's now abandoned because the plant it served closed. But this used to be, oh, it will come to me. Daggone it. This used to be a glass plant, which right now I can't think of the name to. It also had a second spur track that came off here. I'm not sure what that went to. I never knew they existed even. So here we are, and this road here is State Road 1964, well, otherwise known as Clifton Road. Then this is the, what is that road? I can't really see it. Well, this is the Trestle by Kentucky Avenue in Versailles, and then we follow it, and now we're going through downtown Versailles. We go across Shaw Avenue. Then we cross Elm Street in Versailles. Now, Here's another abandoned industry, and I'm not sure what this is. If anyone knows, you can please leave your thoughts in the comments or ideas. But this right here used to be St. Leo Catholic School, but has now been reconstructed, and that's where the Versailles Police Department sits, right here. Um, this over here, because I've been around it and I've explored the area, it looks as if it used to be some kind of grain industry or fertilizer mill. If anyone knows, leave your thoughts down below. But this is Frankfurt Street, and then we come to downtown Versailles. This is the original station. So this is when back in the days when trains ran through here, and this had passenger service. This is the station, but it's now a what does it say? Ricciardo's Grill and Pub. I have been there, and it is a very good restaurant. So this industry over here is Alltech Feeds. They are a grain industry which takes in hoppers. Then we have the two tracks here. Now this is the part where I am very curious. So you can make out here, this used to be a Y too. There was a Y at Versailles. But what's weird is that you can see there's clearly a foundation for an industry here, and yet it's just like it was demolished or something. This used to be a paper industry, according to some photographs that I discovered. This used to be a paper plant. I'm not sure what this would have been. So the line goes in two directions from here. This part of the line continues on to Lexington, while this part of the line goes around, and this would have been 86 lumber at one time, but now it's abandoned. I'm not sure what it is. So then it goes across bypass 60, and then you go out this way, and we have found another abandoned industry. I'm not sure where this part of the line would have went. It's anyone's guess, but it's very curious. It's very fascinating. I never knew that actually went somewhere. So we follow it out this way, and so we have came to another industry that sits off Big Sink Road. We follow this out here. This industry is Quad Graphics, and they are a company in Versailles. Yes, that's Quad Graphics. I am not for sure if they still take in any cars or not, or if they're served by rail. I do know that the rail there is still used. This siding over here to the left is used to store 86-foot boxcars. But yeah, so you can see here that this is the siding where they store boxcars. These two tracks I don't think are in active use or see much use, but anyway, follow it out of town. So now we are heading sort of north toward Lexington, well, northeast. It goes behind some beautiful farms. There's another trestle right there. We follow it out here across Paynes Mill Road, and then it goes out this way through behind a bunch of horse farms. So now let me see here. What can I see where I am? Okay. So we keep going out here. It goes across what is that? I thought I saw a name there. Something Pike. It goes out this way. It crosses Elchester Road. Then it goes on out this way. Behind many other horse farms. So now we are in the outskirts of, we're in the outskirts of Lexington. This line has a bunch of industries on Lexington. As you can see here, that's a picture of the local um, coming out. So it crosses Enterprise Court in Lexington, and then it goes under. I can't see what that road is. That may be New Circle Road. There's another trestle right there. Okay, so it connects to a scrap industry here. It looks to me they take in gondolas here. A lot of gondolas. I never knew that was there either. So we keep following it out here. So this is the Pepsi Cola plant in Lexington. They take in tank cars. Then it goes behind a big quarry. Then it comes into Lexington, and I think it goes off to the right here. So, okay, I can see where. So this track over here is where it would have interchanged with the main line, the C&O and TP. This is formerly the Lexington Yard of the C&O and TP. There's not really much here nowadays. This track has seen a huge reduction in service by Norfolk Southern due to the precision scheduled railroading philosophy that's been implied for a few years now. But anyway, it comes in here and it connects to the main yard, which is the R.J. Corman's Lexington Yard, formerly the L&N Yard of Lexington. You can see the line bypasses the yard here, and it really just dead ends right there, it appears. So this line off to the left here, this goes out to Winchester and Paris, but we'll explore that in another episode. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this brief history lesson here on the Versailles district of the Southern Railway, please be sure to leave your thoughts and comments down below. And also don't forget to subscribe, as it helps the channel. And I will see you guys next time. Until then, have a great day. This is L&N Productions, out.